Hey guys, what's going on? This was actually going to be a full review of Panzer Dragoon Saga, but I decided that I should probably review a couple other things before I do that. And the first video we're going to do before that is actually the original Panzer Dragoon. Um, I know I didn't have this in my update video. I actually got this yesterday, and I played through it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to review 1 and 2 before I do Saga. So I have to get the Japanese version of this one because unlike Saga, this one's not as story driven, and you can play through it pretty flawlessly without understanding Japanese. Because it's not an RPG. It's not a very long game either, and there's not much in the way of story content in this one. But so Panzer Dragoon does set up this big world you want to explore. You want to know more about, but you don't really get to do that until Saga. This first game and the other games in the series, the only one that's not like the Saga. Panzer Dragoon is a rail shooter. It was actually a launch title for the Sega Saturn. I wanted to get the American version just because of the American version of Saga, but this was $40. The American version's like 100 something, so I just went ahead and got the Japanese version. It was a lot cheaper. So in this one, you play as a guy named Kyle. I forgot his last name, but his name's Kyle. So he's drinking Monster on a monster. But the first cutscene is him and his friends are running on these creatures. They get attacked. Kyle ends up underground, gets attacked by these monsters. Monsters caved in on, and then you see the antagonist again, the prototype dragon, and your dragon with another guy. The guy gets killed. You take over the dragon, and you go from there. Not really much in the way of story, but it's a setup. So your objective in the game is it's a rail shooter, kind of like House of the Dead or Dead Space Extraction or Star Fox, something like that. Where it's more akin to Star Fox than House of the Dead or Time Splitters or something like that, where you're on the dragon, you're on a set path, and you're just kind of shooting everything. You have two methods of attack: your gun and the dragon's laser. It's a very simple game mechanically. You just kind of aim and shoot and dodge things, but it's shockingly difficult. I was actually surprised how tough the game could be. I played the game on normal. I didn't play the game on hard, but I didn't want to play on easy because if you play on easy, you could only get the first 4 levels. You can't actually complete the game because there's 7 episodes total. There's 1 through 6, and then last episode they call it last episode. And you go through, you kill enemies, you fight bosses, stuff like that. The coolest boss was by far the final one, the prototype dragon's final form with the armor. That thing was sick. That was actually a really cool fight. He killed me a couple times, but it was difficult. It's one of those games you gotta play and like learn the level layouts. My PS5 rather just made noise, but you gotta learn the level layouts, learn where enemies are gonna come from, learn where energy blasts are coming from, learn when to shoot, when to dodge, when to turn. It's shockingly tough, and I don't think the arcade style really suits this game's world because you have the biggest issue I have with the game. The difficulty is whatever. Like it came out in the 90s. I get it, but it's a console game. Why do I have a limited number of continues? And it's not like there are checkpoints either. It's if you die, you got to go back to the beginning of the level. It's very, very arcadey. There are codes you can put in for unlimited continues and stuff, but I shouldn't have to do that. I wonder if Panzer Dragoon was supposed to be an arcade game. It got ported to consoles, but I'm not trying to rant because I actually thought the game was actually really fun, really enjoyable. I had actually a really good time playing through it. I just have a couple little nitpicks. Graphically, for the time, it was really good because the Saturn wasn't a 3D powerhouse. The fact that it runs as smooth as it does and looks as good as it does is impressive. It looks great. It's really pretty. It's really fun. The soundtrack is one of the best ever in gaming. It's so good. So good. And it's short though. I was able to finish it in about an hour or two. It didn't take me long to do, and that's with trial and error. So it's difficult, but it's adaptable too. If you're gonna get this game, there are two. There's the English, the PAL, and the Japanese. Japanese is the cheapest one, but you're gonna need an Action Replay Plus to get it. So you should get one of those regardless, because getting Saturn imports is really like the easiest way to collect Saturn games. Um, if you are having trouble, you can enable the cheats to make the game a little more manageable. But that's neither here nor there. If you want to get a good feel for it, play on easy modes. Try the first 4 levels out, and if you like it, cool. If you don't, you're not doing yourself any harm. But the game it's very arcadey, very arcadey, which is a lot of the Saturn library. Like Knights is very arcadey. Knights is also a lot easier. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting Panzer Dragoon Zwei. I will be doing a review on Panzer Dragoon 2 Zwei. That'll be my next Saturn review, is Panzer Dragoon 2 Zwei, and then I'll do Saga. And I don't know if I'm gonna do Orta, because I don't have Orta, but I do plan on getting the remake here shortly. Probably after I beat Zwei, I'll get the remake, and then we'll talk about that. I didn't expect my channel to do a Panzer Dragoon Fest, but here we are. But yeah, no, it's definitely a fun game for sure. If you have a Saturn, this is an essential part of that game's consoles collection for sure. It's one of the showcase games for it. The remake is out on Switch and PS4, and I think Xbox One too. But you can download it on your PS5 or Xbox Series X, which I'm going to download it on my PS5. And I'm probably also going to get the limited run Classic Edition, because that just looks cool. And I'll probably get the Panzer Dragoon Zwei remake when that comes out also. But, anywho, there's not much left to say about this one. It's a really fun game. I liked it quite a bit. The arcadey style has aged a little bit, I'm not going to lie. I'm playing this in 2021 for the first time. And not 1994 or 5. I want to say 5. Yeah, 95 when this came out. But it's a lot of fun. I'm sure a lot of you guys have nostalgia for this. I don't really, because I didn't have a Sega Saturn growing up, but I could appreciate the game. It's really fun. I liked it. I actually liked it a lot more than Star Fox 64 even, which is funny because I think Star Fox 64 is a great game, but I thought Panzer Dragoon was even more fun than that. I like the world. I like the concept. I like the designs. I just want to see more of that world, and we do get that in an RPG eventually. So good job, Sega. You guys knew, but. I'm rambling at this point, but yeah, like I keep saying, Panzer Dragoon's a really fun game. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. You guys probably enjoy it more than I do. A lot of you are probably better at the game than I am, but I'm even wearing a dragon shirt. I didn't even realize that. But I'd say get the Japanese version just because it's a lot cheaper if you have the option. If you have had the American version since 1995, then don't throw your games, but just stick with that version. Yeah, I'm gonna be I'll have Spy here on Thursday, so I'll do a review of that soon. And that's gonna be it. This is not gonna turn to a Sega Saturn review fest. I'm not really the biggest Sega Saturn fan. I want to branch out into more consoles. This is what I've been playing currently because I just got the thing. So, like I said, hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you enjoyed my constant rambling because I could keep my head on straight talking about Panzer Dragoon. But it's fun, and I think you guys will like it too. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Take it easy.